Setting up the IC Plus controller to send notifications and emails allow you to remotely receive notifications about your walk-in, if there are any issues, and to be able to receive HACCP data on a preset schedule. To make it even easier, we have developed an app to be able to adjust settings right from your mobile device. Let's walk through the steps in setting up the notifications on the IC Plus controller with the IC Plus Setup Tool app. Before beginning, you will need the following: a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capable device with the IC Plus Setup Tool app installed, available on the Apple and Android App Store. The IC Plus app makes setting up and adjusting the notification settings on the IC Plus easy. The email address and password for the IC Plus controller. The IC Plus controller will need an email account set up by the customer that allows the IC Plus controller to send emails. American Panel provides a generic account for this. However, we recommend updating this account with one that is owned and maintained by the end user. American Panel is not responsible for the functionality of the generic email account and reserves the right to modify or discontinue the account without advance notice. Therefore, it is important to update this generic send from email to an account managed by the customer. Note: most popular email providers require special settings to allow devices and apps to access the email account. When using Gmail, Yahoo, or AOL, you must enable two-step verification and to generate an app password for each controller. You can do so from the security settings of the email provider. Email addresses for the alert recipients, the SSID and password of the local Wi-Fi network you intend to connect the IC Plus controller to. Note: IC Plus controller supports Wi-Fi 802.11 2.4 GHz network using the common encryptions OPEN, WEP, WPA_PSK, WPA2_PSK, and WPA_WPA2_PSK. You will need to assign a different network ID number for each controller. The default network ID number is 1. At the controller, push Menu button and go to Settings. 7055 default passcode. Wi-Fi settings, network ID number, and change it as needed. Reset the controller Wi-Fi card before starting. At the controller, push Menu button and go to Settings. 7055 default. Wi-Fi settings, select Reset Wi-Fi module and push Enter button. The controller will beep once to confirm. It'll take a couple of minutes for the card to reset. Press Menu to exit settings. Open the IC Plus Setup app. Ensure your device has Bluetooth enabled before scanning. The IC Plus uses Bluetooth technology to locate nearby devices using the IC Plus app and communicates to it via Bluetooth. Scan for devices. Once the scan is done, it will display a list of all available IC Plus controllers in the area. Click on the controller you want to manage. Enter the passcode for the controller. Default is 7055. The passcode can be changed on the controller, so make sure you enter the correct passcode. Once you enter the correct passcode, select Login. Once logged in, you will see 3 available settings that you can manage, and 1 Quick Send HACCP button for sending HACCP data to an email. If there is any issues with any of the settings, a small caution triangle symbol will appear next to the setting that needs attention. Outgoing email server setup. Here's where you input the email account that the IC Plus controller will use to send email notifications. To set up this screen, start by clicking on Select Outgoing Email and choose one of the 5 available options: Default, Custom, Gmail, Yahoo, or AOL. If you choose to use the default email account provided by American Panel Corporations, no settings need to be modified in this screen. Custom option is for advanced users and IT personnel. It will require filling in additional fields such as email, username, password, security, SMTP server name, and SMTP server port number. For Gmail, Yahoo, and AOL, you must fill in email, username, and password fields. Everything else will be filled in automatically. Note: in the password field, you'll have to enter the app password generated while setting up the security settings for the account. Consult your security settings for your email provider to get the correct password for apps to access the email account. User email templates. This is where you input the email addresses for the recipients of the alerts and HACCP data emails. This will also show you all of the current email addresses assigned to any notifications and allows you to edit them. Select Add New User. Enter in an email address for a recipient. Then select what email notifications they should be receiving. You can have different people get different notifications, or you can have all notifications go to one person. It is custom to what you need. The IC Plus supports up to a maximum of 5 email recipients. To receive alarm notifications via SMS text messages, use an email to text gateway. Your cell provider may provide a gateway to be able to send emails to a cell phone via SMS text message. For example, to receive texts on T-Mobile, simply add the 10-digit cell phone number to the email gateway at tmomail.net. Enter this into the email notification field to receive notifications via SMS. Contact your cell phone provider for your specific gateway or search the internet for email to text gateway. For HACCP emails, you will need to set up the email frequency that you want to receive them. HACCP data can be sent daily, weekly, or monthly to the email assigned to get the notifications. American Panel suggests weekly reports if HACCP is an important part of your food service operation. Select email frequency at the top of the screen. Choose the repeat, day, hour, and minutes that you want to receive HACCP reports. Select Save Changes. Go back to the home screen. Internet Wi-Fi setup. This is where you need to connect your IC Plus to your local Wi-Fi network so that it can send notifications and emails. Select Internet Wi-Fi setup. You will see a list of available Wi-Fi networks in the area. Select the network you want to use from the list. You will need to enter the password for that network into the screen. Select Connect to connect to that network. If you do not see the network you want to connect to, you can enter it in manually by selecting Other at the bottom of the list. If you select Other, you will need to enter the SSID and password for that network into the screen. Select Connect to connect to that network. When the controller connects successfully to the network, a checkmark will appear next to the connected network at the top of the list. Go back to the home screen of the app. Quick HACCP Send Email. This sends an HACCP report to the associated email that needs to get the HACCP data. It is a one-button push to get the report and a way to test all of the connections in the app. HACCP data is sent as a CSV data file attached to the email notification. If there are no issues with any of the settings, there will be no caution triangle symbols next to the settings. If there's an issue while testing the notifications, or at any other time, a triangle symbol will show up next to the setting that is having an issue. Check the email account that should be getting the HACCP data to ensure that the email has been received. Be sure to check any spam or quarantine folders in case it was flagged, and whitelist the email account if needed. If you do not receive an email, go back and check all the settings that were entered in the outgoing email setup and user template sections. You can now exit the app. This app will allow for an easy way to manage the notifications that are available on the IC Plus walk-in controllers from American Panel. Please reach out to us if you have any questions or issues. Thank you.